Hey guys, welcome to ICEDensity. What I have for you guys is a ACE-23 gun guide. I'm going to be showing you the attachments that I use with this gun, the playstyle that you should adopt with this gun. I'm also going to go through some of the statistics that it comes along with it so you can really understand why I'm saying the things that I say. Now, for this video, I'm going to go straight into the gun's recoil. As you can see, with no attachments, the gun has a vertical recoil that actually is quite considerable. Now, when I start controlling the recoil, it starts to narrow down into a little area. Now, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that the ACE-23 does have a lot of recoil in the vertical space. So it's important that you should try and minimize this recoil by going in the opposite direction. So for an example, if your gun is going up, you should start firing down. Start pulling your mouse down. So this will make a little area on your screen instead of a big, large hitbox area. So it's really important that you do this. Now, along with this large recoil, we're going to try and chuck on some attachments which will also minimize it, so it'll put less effort when you're using this gun. Now, for the accessories of this gun, I'm going to chuck on the Coyote RDS sight. This is a great short range red dot sight, and for the accessories, I'm also going to put on the 2x magnifier. This will help for long range engagements, and also under the barrel, I'm also going to use the muzzle brake. The muzzle brake will help with the vertical recoil, and for the underbarrel, it really is up to you. You can use the potato grip, the stubby grip, or the angle grip, but in this case, I'm going to be using. Okay, so now I've gone through the attachments, which is one of the most effective things when it comes to maximizing the potential with your gun, and also the recoil, as I mentioned, with the vertical recoil that comes along with the ACE-23. You want to kind of minimize it by going in the opposite direction, basically. And you could see that previously in the video. So now what I'm going to go through is the playstyle that you should adopt with this gun. I'll also talk about some tips and tricks, what I would recommend when you're using this gun to really maximize the potential that it has. So as I said in the beginning of the video, the ACE-23 is the best assault rifle in the game. This can basically be said with this gun just because of the stats that comes along with it. It doesn't have the highest damage, it doesn't have the minimum damage out of all assault rifles, but it has a damage that isn't the highest or the lowest, so it's somewhere in the middle. This is seen with all the stats, such as the reload speed. It isn't the fastest, it isn't the slowest, it's average. This is what makes this gun an amazing gun. It's an all-rounder. It can be used in all different environments. From using it into close quarter in, let's just say, Operation Locker Room, I think that's what the name, or in medium to long range engagements, such as Dawnbreaker or Parcel Storm. So this is why this gun is really effective. Now, it really depends on how you're going to use this gun, because if you're going to be an aggressive player, that's not always going to work out for you guys. If the team is going to be playing really aggressive, so they're constantly pushing up next to your flags, capping them in Conquest or in Rush when they're constantly pushing up against the MCOMs, you can't play aggressive with this gun, because most likely they'll be using a PDW or another assault rifle such as the FAMAS, which does have faster rates of fire. I think the ACE-23 comes with a 750 RPM, or is it 700 bullets per minute? So I think it's around that fire rate, where the FAMAS, I think it's 1,900. So you're going to be clearly outclassed when it comes to the rate of fire. However, what this gun does excel at, in my opinion, is defense, and not too aggressive, but when you're pushing a little bit. So let's just say in Rush, if you're defending a MCOM, the enemy team is pushing towards you, you can use this gun great. It's not as good as a DMR, let's say like that, but it's still great. So what you want to try and adopt with this gun is versatility. If the team is pushing with you, you stay back, you use your cover, and you fire against them, and you'll see them drop quickly. If the team is playing defensively, you chuck on a really short scope like the Coyote with no magnifier, you push and you fire them down. That's all you have to do with this gun. It's really easy, it's really simple. And as you can see in the gameplay, this isn't the best one because I'm not the best player in Battlefield 4, but that is what I have learned while using this gun. If you play versatile with this gun, you will definitely excel compared to other players on the battlefield. while they might be using a gun that is great at short range but is shitty at long range, they're going to be highly disadvantaged at, because of not all their engagements will be short range, some will be long range, even on Operation Locker Room when you go on the cliffs. That is a long range engagement, not short range, so those players would have to avoid that situation. Whereas the Ace-23, you can go into that gunfight and you can know that you can win it because of the stats will back you up. This is why this gun is such a great gun. Now, if I would say one con about this gun, it would definitely be the reload speed. The reload speed on this is a whopping 3.2 seconds when you have 0 bullets in the magazine. This will highly disadvantage you compared to other players on the battlefield because of the guns are usually around 2 to 2.4, 2.5 reload speed, and even some guns can go down to like 1.6. So you're going to be a little bit disadvantaged with the reload speed. They didn't want to make this gun oblivious when it comes to the stats, like literally OP as shit. They wanted to just nerf it down a little bit. So when you're reloading, make sure that you have at least 1 bullet in the magazine. You can see that if you run out of 1 bullet, I had to get behind, go prying, go under cover, because I literally can't just waste my time there reloading 3.2 seconds. So try to keep 1 bullet in the magazine, or every time once you get a kill, you reload. That's a good habit to get into, but do not reload too often. If you know that there's another player around the corner, you can take him out, because this gun comes with a 35 bullet magazine. They recently updated this in the summer patch with an extra 5 bullets to the magazine. As opposed to 30, now you have 35. So you can utilize this by getting around 4 to 3 kills with this damage model that comes along with the gun. So don't be afraid to get up and dirty with the PDWs. This gun will match them up as long as you're aiming for the head. And also make sure that you play versatile compared to other players, because that will greatly benefit you when it comes to the battlefield. Have a great day, and I hope that you subscribe to this channel. I'll be uploading more strategic videos and also guides on how you can benefit yourself in video games and other videos basically in gaming. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this channel. I hope that something cool happens with it. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Subscribe and comment and like. Peace.